Welcome you all to the lecture video session on responsibilities, social responsibilities of the organization towards the stakeholders. So in the previous lecture video, we discussed about the responsibility towards the customers, responsibility towards the shareholders. Now we are going to discuss about the other stakeholders like government, community and others. So when we think about the government, responsibility towards the government of any business organization that is going to start that is going to start its operation is that the business organization has to respect the laws of the country. Wherever it is going to start, it must respect the laws of the country. It must abide by the laws of the country. And there should be regular payment of taxes that is to be given back to the government. And they have to take up the voluntary programs in order to participate and support the government moves. And they should be sponsoring the social welfare programs that are taken up by the government, and they should join hands in making it as a popular one and making it as a fruitful one to the society that where they have been established. And the organization has to take care of the environment, and they have to ensure that the local environment wherever they are situated is not going to be disturbed by the activity that the business organization is doing. So the environmental preservation is one of the most important criteria that the responsibility that the business organization has towards the government. Next one is they have to provide the assistance whenever there is the natural calamities like drought, floods and tsunami. All this, whenever there is some problem to the society, they have to join hands in giving the relief to the community, to the society that they are living in, towards the government moves in collecting the money or providing the food and all the other necessities, and providing providing the housing whenever whenever their houses are destroyed by the floods. Like one of the major movement you might have seen by the Infosys Foundation, that they have built so many homes when there was a natural calamity in Markera, that is in the Coorg, or in any other area that was that got destroyed because of the floods. So like this, they have to join hands. Corporate governance should make sure that they are going to join hands with the government in giving the relief operations. Then they have to provide the feedback informations to the government about their moves. They have to ensure that they are going to participate in the government contracts towards the building of the infrastructure to the society or the nation. And they have to provide the service through by becoming the member to the advisory committees of the government. And it could be the advisory committee that is at the board that is formed to study the effect of NEP, like the NEP, that is a national education policy that has been framed by the government. Many of the corporates participate in this, and then they have tried to brought so many changes in the educational policy in the nation. Like this, they have to participate in this. And corporate contributions to the political activities is another move that is going to be there to as a responsibility towards the government. Next one is the responsibility towards the society. Earning the money through their operations is one side, and giving it back to the society is on the other side. So to help the weaker sections, whatever the profit that is earned, that will be given as a percentage in the corporate, that will be safeguarded as a corporate social responsibility fund by the corporates as a responsibility towards the community building. So they have to help the weaker section and the backward section of the society. They have to preserve and promote the social and the cultural values of the society. They have to generate the employment to the local people, and they have to protect the environment. They should not destroy the environment wherever they are situated by their activities, and they have to conserve the natural resources. Maybe it is river, or it could be the wildlife wherever they are situated in. And they have to promote the sports and the culture, and they have to ensure that they are going to participate in the cultural activities. They have to safeguard the local cultural the youth interest in the cultural activities that they are promoted, and then the folks that the folk art and all those things that are related to the culture, the local culture. And they have to provide the assistance in the field of the development of the research on education, medical science, technology, etc. This is about the responsibility towards the society that they are going to have. In the next lecture video, we are going to see the social audit, and then we will compile with that, and then we will see what is the difference that the social audit makes. Thank you everyone for this lecture video, participating in this lecture video. Hi all, welcome you all back to the lecture video series on the social audit. Social audit is an audit which is totally different from the internal audit or the financial audit. A social audit is a way of measuring, understanding, reporting, and ultimately improving an organization's social and the ethical performance. So, the social audit always helps in bridging the gap between the vision of the company or the goal or the objective and making it as a reality, and to work between the efficiency and the effectiveness of that goal and implementation of that goal. So it always, social audit always values the value of the stakeholders, the interest of the stakeholders, and it requires the involvement of the stakeholders, feedbacks, and the involvement of the employees, their clients, volunteers, funders, contractors, suppliers, and neighbors interested in the scheme. So particularly the social audit is conducted to understand the performance of the company in relevance to the ethical performance and the social performance. So the social audit has got the, it always goes with the policy, organizing, planning and implementation, measuring the performance, and reviewing the performance. Let's understand the definition of the social audit. Social accounting and auditing is a way of measuring and reporting on an organization's social and the ethical performance. So, an organization which takes an audit on a social audit is always transparent and makes itself accountable to its stakeholders, as stated by Interproxis. Social audit is defined by many thinkers and many people who have worked for the betterment of the organization towards the social performances. So the social process is a social audit is a process of evaluating the firm's various operating procedures, code of conduct, and other factors to determine the effect of the social audit on the social performance on the society. So when there is a social compliance in the social performances of the company, that goes with the policy, that goes with the organizing values and organizing ways, and planning and implementation of those plans. And after planning and implementation, again we are going to measure the performance and that will be written in the audit statements and audit performances. These performances are measured in the audit, and after measuring the performance, it will be reviewed by the top management. And what is the need of the social audit? Organization is always connected in the three ways. One is the economic way, it goes with the investment and then the profits. Another one is the environmental one, where they belong to, and that has to safeguard the environment, that has to protect the environment. And it is a social values including human resources and utilization of the resources that the nature is providing or the local community is building. So all these are combined with the social value of a company. So the product of all this, the common factor of all this is the social value, and always the social audit upholds the social consciousness. It always monitors the unethical practice if there is any, and it also gives the accountability of the social connection of the organization with the nature and the belonging, the where exactly it belong to, and it always gives the information system to and fro, and it always evaluates the performance. So what are the goals of the social audit? Goals of the social audit is to see that the action of the firm or actions by the firm, if there is any, it has impacted the society or not, whether there is any social move that is taken by the company or not, whether it is going to uphold the interests of the local community or not, whether it is helping the people to educate themselves in the surroundings of the company or not. All these are the goals of the social audit. And a social audit may be initiated by a firm who is looking to improve the brand image and cohesiveness in the society. So this is going to build the image, this is going to bring in the involvement of the people inside the company, and it is going to make sure that the local support will be given completely by the community to the established company, where if at all they are going to make the proactive move into the societal movements. So the social accounting and the audit is a process to create a flexible framework which enables the organization to account fully for its social, environmental, and the economic impact on its performance, and to provide the information in the future development. So when we think about this, it is going to help the goals of the social audit is to find out or to make the objective of the social audit. The companies around the globe will start beginning their they will start assessing themselves with respect to the social performance and report the results of those assessments as a means of demonstrating their commitment to the local community. So the goals of this social audit is to make sure that the local community are benefited by the company in all the ways. So once we state that the goals of the social audit are well defined in a company, social auditing is a process of assessing and reporting a business performance on fulfilling the economic, legal, ethical and philanthropic social responsibilities expected out by the stakeholders. So it helps the companies to assess their social performances, to build the brand image and to make any kind of corrective action to improve and maximize the social impact on the business. And it always helps the social audit. The goals of the social audit is always to focus on their social performance. As we understood, it always focus on the human rights, labor practices, environment, involvement of the society into the company's acts, and it always improves in helping the consumers by solving and resolving the consumer issues, by making by building the consumers the trust into the products, and then the community involvement in building the society and development of the community around the company. So the auditing is always going to focus on the policy, organizing, planning and implementation of the activities. And after doing the planning, after implementing the social performances or the social moves into the community's betterment, then it has to be measured for its performance, and it after measuring the performance in the form of the audit report, it has to be submitted to the top management, which will be reviewed for the performance. If there is any remedial action that is to be taken, that will be supplemented by the act of the top management by increasing the budget or by making corrective action into the plan that is already laid into it. So with this we have understood the goals of the social audit. See you all in the next lecture video on the objectives of the social audit. Thank you everyone.